Alright guys, we pretty much arrived where I wanted to show you this morning. Right here, right there. This is the first time that me and Kelly met together. It was right there. Right there. I used to live, one second. I used to live this house right there. And I went down to go on my walk. And I usually went with my music on, and this time I decided to not go with my music. And I heard a little cat meowing, and that was my baby Kelly. And she literally ran to me and jumped in my arms. Seriously, it was so cute, and I thought that she was one of the neighbor's cats, so I bring her back to the house. I went renting the basement there, and I found, like, I was a dog walker and I was walking a lot of their dog, the neighbor's dogs, and I found one of the neighbor, which I thought that maybe that was her cat, and she was like, no, it's she's been around for the past week. It's probably someone who dropped her. That happened every summer. She's not in the neighborhood, and like, it's a kind of older neighborhood here, so people, like, they all know each other, they all know, you know, they all know what's going on. So I'm gonna keep her for the night. I'm not gonna let her outside. So I kept her inside, and 6 months before her, I had my cat Kiki, who died. Sad story. It's kind of like, I don't know, I do have a mixed feeling here right now. My cat Kiki died. I had to put her down, unfortunately. She was really sick and she had a hard time to breathe, so I had to do that rough decision. So she's buried right there with her little brother who died 6 months before her. It was mostly my boyfriend cat, but we were together 9 years, so you know, that was my cat too as well. But yeah, they both buried there, Uncle Harley and Kiki. So yeah, I didn't have like any litter box and all that, because when they died, we kind of like, you know, throw the litter and all that, so we had to get a girl like at the store there, grab like everything for the night, some cat food and all that. She was really hungry. She was tiny. She was shedding, like she was losing her hair. It was insane, probably from bad food and bad nutrition. So I kept her probably for 2 weeks before I made my decision that I would keep her. So I put an ad where people get the mail. I found the SPCA, the local SPCA, to see if someone was claiming her and all that stuff, and nobody claimed her. So yeah, I bring her to the vet, and that's the first time that I saw that she was really good in car, because she was she was in the little carrier at that time, and she was sleeping in the passenger side. So I was like, that's strange. No cats do that. So yeah, it's kind of like a misfitting. And yeah, when I bring her to the vet, to everything get checked, you know, she had intestinal worms, so they had to take care of that. And after that, she got back to get spayed, because that's really important for me that all my animal gets spayed, so neuter. So yeah, she got spayed, and yeah, so since then she's my little baby who's under my seat right now. I know she's been sleeping there when I drive now. Kiki, Kelly, sorry. I guess my cat's thinking about me right now. Kitty! Look where we are! Look, before our neighbors decide to call the cops, because we allowed to be here, but the neighbors are really like, you know, it's almost like a gated community here. It's got more house than it was before. It's been 3 or 4 years that I've been here. But yep. This is where my story with my cat, and a lot of story here. It's kind of like a mixed feeling. This is where me and my ex-boyfriend were living, and you know, that's where everything, when I decided to keep her, my cat, I knew that my relationship with my boyfriend was not working, and I didn't know how I would be able to keep the cats. Kind of like a little bit hard especially if you do have a dog, it's hard to rent a room. But I knew that I would not be able to have a house on my, like a room on my own, because it's really expensive. So I have to have roommate, and it's hard to find a place where the roommates want to have cats, you know. So it's really hard to have a pet here. Oh, there you go, baby. Come see. Come check what's going on. Look where we are. You see? Right there. That's your first house. Well, your second one, because I don't know. I don't know your first story. She was probably 8 months when I rescued her. So yeah, a lot of story here. So I'm gonna show you around. And yeah, kind of mixed feeling really today. Like, yeah, it's, you know, that's where, like, if you want a relationship with my boyfriend, and which is a good thing now, but at that time it was really a hard decision. I was still in love with him. I don't know why. Sorry, it's got a lot of cat here. I don't know why, but yeah, it was kind of, yeah, hard decision. I never really told the full story, which I'm not gonna tell the full one, you know, like maybe a little bit at a time. But the main reason why me and my boyfriend we end up splitting is my ex used to have like drug problem, and when I met him, he was out of rehab, and you know, like, he was sober, no alcohol, no drugs, and he was good. And I told him, I'm like, you know, what you did in your past, I really don't care. And you know, I'm still like this, you know, like what you done in the past, it doesn't matter. But I'm not gonna stay if you take drugs. And the night here we were together, everything was good, and he got hurt at work, really bad accident, which gave him a lot of migraine and headache, and he was really having a hard time to keep working. He was a welder. Something fell. It was like welding on a shaft, and something fell, and that really messed him up, you know, like mentally. And he decided to take drugs again. And I tried to help him. If you know people who take drugs and alcohol, you know, we try to help him more than they want sometimes. And this is what happened. I was trying to figure out solution, try to figure out to help him, and I tried way too much, to a point that I was, you know, ruining my life, you know, like I was grabbing his problem and just making it almost mine, you know. I was trying to find a solution, and I was just miserable. And I gained like so much weight when I was with him, because like I was just constantly just mentally in pain to see him suffering and see him like this. So, all right, a lot of talking right now, sorry. So we're gonna go further. I will show you the lake, because we do have a view of the lake here. Look at the mess that we have this morning, guys. It was beautiful, and yeah, so the lake is right there. I'm gonna show you some picture. I have a bunch of picture of the area. Is a lake, smoky. Oh, let's get some little duck, some little geese. Yeah, you see the mountain there, barely see it. Supposed to clear up later on. So yeah, it was a mixed feeling. I was kind of like thinking, I was like, oh, I'm gonna show them where, you know, I used to live and where me and Kitty met. And I'm just making breakfast. I realized that you don't see it right now. But I didn't thought that would kind of bring me some kind of like emotional almost, you know. Like, I'm so happy that I'm not in that relationship anymore. And it was like the best thing, but that time, like I said, it was a really hard decision. And I'm gonna be honest, like the last year we were together, he was still taking drugs, and I was still trying to help him and all that. And that relationship should have like end like way sooner. And the reason why I left him with Kitty is I didn't have any place for her, and I didn't have like any reason me to doubting that he was not taking care of her. I was seeing him once in a while and make sure that everything was good for a little bit. And you know, like Kitty, she was, especially at that time, like very low maintenance, and he was like really liking her. It was said that he really liked to, you know, having this company, all that. So, and yeah, she was like going outside from like sunrise to sunset. So, you know, the only thing that he had to make sure was giving her food and water, and I was bringing back of like cat food like so often. So, you know, so everything, yeah. So yeah, really a mix of feeling this morning. So for those of you who wonder if me and my ex-boyfriend, we kind of like contact each other once in a while, or if he doesn't even know that I live in a van. It's been, last time we talked to each other, it's a good year and a half now. So 2 years ago, I got a phone call that someone found Kelly. She's got a tattoo on her hair, which any animal shelter, if they bring that to the system, they know that's, they can call me. They have my phone. So someone called me that they found my cat in Kamloops, which is an hour from here. So I was like, what's going on? I tried to contact my ex-boyfriend, no answer. So I drove from Squamish to Kamloops with my car. I was sleeping in my car that time, so I didn't really have any place for her, but I was really actively like looking for a van. So she kind of pushed me to get like a van sooner, but not sooner, but you know, working on it a little bit more. So I bring her to a cat boarding place. She stayed there, unfortunately, for 3 weeks. Too long. But yeah, I had to do what I had to do to find a good van really fast. And yeah, finally contact him, and pretty much the owner kicked him out of the place. And it was living in the streets, to be very honest with you. And yeah, we talked to each other one more time after that, and he was just about to go in jail. So he got caught with some drugs, and I think he entered in one property or something around that. But yeah, so this is the last news that I got from him. I don't know what he's all about now. I don't know if he's still in jail. Hopefully for him, he's in a better place. But yeah, I don't really have plans to talk to him or to, you know, it is over. I wish him well. That's it. You know what I mean? So yeah. So a lot of, I didn't plan of talking that much, but yeah, there you go. It's all good. So we're gonna enjoy this little view. Hopefully the sky's gonna clear up and the smoke's gonna clear up, I should say. And yeah, we have a couple of things to do in town after that. So I'm gonna enjoy this. I hope you enjoy this little roundabout and see where me and Kelly used to live and all my story. And if you are in a toxic relationship, whatever it means to you, I hope you find a good way out. And I will see you soon. Bye.